Minecraft is a pretty fun game, but any good game is still not without its flaws. I have a lot of hope for the game's future, but as a fan, I have a few issues with how everything works, which I hope some can be rectified in the future. So, since it's Halloween, I'm going to be doing a very scary thing in this video. I'll be giving criticism. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. As everyone could tell before the mob vote even concluded, the Sniffer won, gaining over half of the 3 million plus votes. This six-legged gentle giant sniffs the ground and unearths multiple new seeds. Seeds that grow into new, ancient decorative plants. We do know that there's going to be more than just one plant, as it was specified that we would get at least more than one, but seemingly only decorative. I'll cut to the reason instead of dragging it out anymore. Yes, I believe the Sniffer was the best choice. I even voted for the Tough Golem for the hell of it, because I knew the Sniffer was still going to win. The Sniffer adds way more content compared to the other two choices. It adds unique loot to underwater structures, an egg, a baby and adult form, along with new seeds and new plants. While the Rascal would have just given pre-existing items and the Tough Golem acting as a walking item pedestal, which would have been a new cool way to display items. There's a huge problem with mob votes. They aren't all equal. As I said, the Sniffer adds so much more compared to the other two. That's why it won. The Glare, Alley and Copper Golem also weren't equal, with the Alley being able to move items and increase farm efficiency, with the Copper Golem randomly pressing buttons, and the Glare telling you if it's dark. It was even worse the year before that. A retextured squid, a retextured mushroom, and a brand new illager that threw ice. The Iceologer was the best choice in that situation. While I do love glow ink on signs, helping messages be more defined, the Iceologer probably wouldn't have just spawned out in the open, most likely spawning in its own structure and possibly dropping unique loot. A lot of people make the point of the Ice Wand being dropped from dungeons, but I'm not sure if Mojang would just add a whole new system of magic-based weapons into the game like that. If you follow my posts on my community tab, you might know that I'm slowly working on my own Minecraft mod, which I'll eventually do mob votes for. Using that, I will prove that it's easy to make mobs equal in quality and content. Minecraft needs better optimization with how the game runs. There are a lot of mods that help with this, like Optifine or Sodium. I personally use a few optimization mods using the Fabric launcher, and I get the best performance from my PC. I usually get around 200 FPS outside of my base. Without these mods, I get at least 50 to 60 FPS. But if I were to go to my mega base, it drops to something around 30 FPS. Or using Fire Aspect on a mob in a mangrove swamp makes my FPS tank to an unstable maximum of 20 FPS. If a few fan mods can improve the game significantly, why can't Mojang do something like that? Minecraft is currently the highest selling game of all time, so I'd imagine they'd have the budget. Everyone knows about chat reporting. Some people have taken it way out of proportion. But overall, the initial implementation wasn't done well, like how it originally didn't have an appeal process. From what I've seen, I haven't seen many misuses of this system. I would just say, don't be a piece of human being and you shouldn't run into any problems. Then again, people should be able to express free speech on their own private servers, but shouldn't abuse said freedom to insult or threaten others. It should be at least optional on servers, as Mojang forces these servers into using this for chat moderation. It should be up to the server hoster on how they should handle things. I know everyone on the planet and their cat has talked about this, so I'm not really adding anything new here, but I'm interested in what you guys think about it. The Bedrock marketplace is riddled with theft, content that has been closely copied or outright stolen from others for monetary gain. It does give genuinely original and creative developers the ability to gain money by doing what they love, but there's so much unfairly stolen content that hasn't had anything done about it, even with properties of current Mojang employees. The content that is uploaded is always reviewed upon being uploaded to the marketplace. There's a guideline rule for making these content pieces that talks about not using content from pre-existing IPs. So there are employees that are actively reviewing and letting this through. Even YouTubers' likeliness are used in the marketplace, with Dream as a major example. There isn't even a confirmation for buying something that even those shady mobile games have, with no refund from marketplace purchases. Again, I'm not saying that the marketplace is all bad. People can express their creativity and sustain themselves by doing something that they're extremely passionate about, which I sympathize with a lot. Honestly, I haven't played much of Bedrock Edition, being the second version of Minecraft that is more focused on getting more money and reaching more people, which is good to help more people get access to the game. Bedrock has so many more bugs and technical issues than Java, with Java being more polished and mods being free to download. When I play Minecraft VR, I use the Java mod Vivecraft, because the official Minecraft VR game, which is played through Bedrock, is significantly clunkier and less immersive, having a confusing button layout compared to other VR games. Vivecraft takes so much into consideration. Crouching IRL makes you crouch in game. Swinging your hand mines the block you're hitting, and you can even customize your in-game height. I've noticed with Bedrock on PC that simply looking around feels looser instead of being more exact like Java. While joining friends' worlds is free on Bedrock, I think it's extremely unfair that for Java, you usually have to pay or use a garbage free server that barely works, if you're not setting up your own. Bedrock Edition isn't bad. I just feel like it has some features like joining friends' worlds, which can be done in Java using the Essentials mod, but not everyone can use mods. But again, the fact that a fan-made mod can do it shouldn't mean that it should be that hard for such a big company. It just feels like favoritism at this point. My last big issue that I have is that Mojang really favours early game, with more pre-elytra transport being added, like camels, but they haven't done much to improve the end game aspect of Minecraft. So after the player gets maxed out gear and has defeated the only 2 bosses the game has to offer, there's not much else to do. All forms of transport are effectively useless after elytra, like minecarts, horses, camels, and boats. Some can even be more expensive, like minecarts and rails, but then again, they can be sustained by making an iron farm. But setting up a single creeper farm sets you up for the rest of the game. Maybe an end update could fix things. Thank you for watching. I hope at least some of these issues can be fixed, especially with how the game runs. Bedrock is almost fine as it is, but I think Java should stay separate. If you enjoyed the video, then consider liking and subscribing. Once again, thank you for watching, and have a good day or night.